Show baby, show moving. I want to talk about acting on urges. Urges, pinches, whatever you want to call them. 100% of the time, when you have a heartfelt urge to do something, like it excites you, it brings you to life, something comes up and you're like, I really want to chase that, or I really want to start doing that, or I really want to move there, or I really want to talk to this girl or guy. I think your urge and your heart, that first 3 seconds, how you feel about something when the thought passes your mind, is usually 100% what you should follow and do. I've heard a lot. I've read Malcolm Gladwell's book, the 3-second rule, and it basically speaks on whatever you feel in that first 3 seconds is usually correct. And all the time you're gonna spend contemplating after that first 3 seconds, what happens is your heart will tell you to go somewhere, and then you'll start talking yourself out of it. Your mind is trained to protect you. It's almost trained out of fear. So you start to fear that urge because your mind has survival techniques, and you're scared of the worst case scenario, which in most cases is just like, oh, you get embarrassed or something goes wrong and you learn the lesson. This vlogging right here was an urge. All of a sudden one day, something told me I should start vlogging. I should buy a camera. A couple years ago, I probably would have talked myself out of it. But next thing you know, I'm on Amazon buying the camera the next day. I'm reviewing the cameras day of, buying the camera next day. I don't want to review anymore. I have this urge, I'm acting on it. I was at Mizzou. I had the urge to drop out of school. I'm like, oh, it's time to leave here. I was already not trying to be there. I was working 2 jobs. I was doing theater classes with Los Angeles on my mind, and I couldn't do any of the plays because I was too busy with Finish Line and Buffalo Wild Wings trying to stack the bread to get the hell out of there. And then one day it's just like, yo, it's time to leave. And I'm like, Mom, I'm dropping out of school. I know you're gonna be mad, this and that. My mom turned out to be fully supportive of my decision. She didn't believe I could do it. She goes, okay, as long as you can sublease your place, which is next to impossible at Mizzou to get a subleaser. All of a sudden, one of my friends gets kicked out of his place right before like the winter break, and I'm like, yo, bro, like, I need you to take my place. Mauricio, you changed my life for this, brother. You changed my life for this. So I'm like, yo, Mauricio, bro, please take my place. I need my ass out of here. And next thing you know, 2 weeks in the last semester, Mauricio subleased my place. Miracle, thank God. So I slept in the library for 2 nights. I'm like, man, I need a place to stay. And then I hit up my buddies, Chris and AJ, and they let me stay with them for the last 2 weeks so I could finish out my finals. And I dropped out, and that's when I became alive. Like, that woke me up and it's like, woo, free. Life is worth living now. Like, I felt so free when I acted on that urge. And then, so, you know, I worked on rapping all that year. I worked on developing my craft. I worked on going to the studio. I was valeting cars. I was flipping shoes. And then I had this urge. I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna make it in Missouri. This shit's, I'm not making it in Missouri. I need to be out in Los Angeles. And me, I act on urges. This was literally like, I woke up one day and said, Mom, I'm driving to Los Angeles on Friday. I don't care if we don't know anybody, this and that. I'm figuring it out. I ended up driving to Murrieta, California to stay with some extended family of mine while I would drive into Los Angeles just to look around and get a feel of where I wanted a place. Another urge I acted on, another major risk that ended up being the next best decision of my life besides dropping out of school. So now I'm out here. I don't have negative people in my life anymore. I have all lovely, positive people chasing dreams, shooting for the stars. It's amazing. It's a great feeling. It's beautiful out here. Look at this. I can't just go post up and get my mind right in Missouri. Hell no. Whatever your heart is telling you about something, do it. If you have an urge, act on it. Because you don't want to get to your deathbed like, What if I would have acted on that? What if I would have done that? What if I would have chased that dream? What if I would have talked to that girl? What if I would have quit that job, left that school? Act on that urge. I'm telling you, the urge is everything. What your heart is telling you is what you need to do, not what your mind's telling you of why it won't work. It will work if your heart's telling you it's gonna work. You're gonna have to apply yourself, but your heart's in it, so of course you're gonna apply yourself. When your heart's in something, you apply yourself. You do gotta be living a healthy lifestyle, but you gotta take yourself out of all negative thoughts and get yourself away from all negative people and stop lying to yourself. You're lying to yourself if you're not chasing your dream and following your heart and your urge. What is there to fear? There's no such thing as failure. You gotta fail so many times to get the right to, it's like plugging things into an equation and you just keep trying numbers and trying numbers and trying numbers, and who cares how silly it looks, because I promise you, you're gonna get that right number and you're gonna become successful. And that's what it takes. It takes swinging the bat and striking out thousands of times so you eventually can just smack home runs, and you're still gonna strike out. You're gonna hit a home run and then you might strike out 500 more times and then hit more home runs. But I promise you, once you get successful and things start clicking, they stay clicking. Success breeds success. Iron sharpens iron. It's a lifestyle. You're gonna have a great circle of people, you wonder how the winners stay winning? It's no secret. They're surrounded by the best people. They're surrounded by encouragement, positive thoughts. They're not surrounded by bullshit. The people who get on and start losing are the people who go hang out with the bums with their money who are just leeching off them. That's the people who get on and start losing and lose it all. But the winners who stay winning, they're really good at picking their surroundings and following their heart on everything. And that's all there is. So that's urges. That's acting on twitches, urges, whatever you feel in that first 3 seconds. When a thought comes across you is what you need to do. Whatever you're thinking about while you're at your job or school and you're like, oh, I shouldn't be here, I should be doing this or that, you're fucking right. You're right. You are right. But you're being scared. You're being scared for whatever reason that you're gonna end up sleeping on the streets if you don't go do it. It might take some time. You're right. It might take some time, but you'll thank yourself forever for it. I'm trying to live my best life, baby. Show, move it. Woo!